Three. Hi, Ramon, my friends. How are you
All
today?
right. Eduardo, how are you, my friend?
I'm really fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing great.
How's everything there?
Everything is good. How was your weekend? Anything new?
My weekend, yes, quiet, I think. On Friday, I went to have a drink with my new partner, who is who is going to work with me the other service that I'm going to offer, like sales product import. On Saturday, I went to Saturday. What I did Saturday? Okay. I went to my grandma's house to eat to have a dinner. And on Sunday, it was my sister's birthday, and we have a buffet on the house. It's quite busy my weekends because I have to do many things, as every weekend. What about you? What did you do?
Me on Saturday, I took my daughter to a museum.
Really? How was
Yeah,
it?
it's called the Miami Children's Museum.
It's free or you have to pay?
You have to pay a little bit, but it's not a big deal. It's a big colorful building, and it's really nice. They have a lot of different activities for kids. It's sponsored by the Miami Heat, by Publix, by Bank of America. And I went with my daughter. They have these different rooms. Like one room you're a firefighter, in another room you're a doctor, in another room you're a vet. And she had so much fun, and that's pretty much all I did. I hung out with my daughter, my family. My mom came with us, and as a matter of fact, there will be a YouTube video up on my YouTube channel. Oops, sorry. Coffee went down the wrong pipe. I will have a video up on my YouTube channel showing everything that we did at the Miami Children Museum with Angelica.
Nice. And what did you do Saturday?
Well, that was Saturday.
On Friday?
Friday. I think Friday I just kept it low key. Worked on some videos that I had to edit. Stayed home and just caught up on work.
Do you know what? I am reading the book Will Smith book, and I am on the part that Will have to decide if he wants to study or he wants to continue with the promotion with his friend Jeffrey. And it was very interesting because now I have to read the book at least 1 hour at the morning. So when I wake up and I don't have to go to the gym, I start to read the book.
Yeah, man, that's a really good book. Shout out to Will Smith. You'll see, man. Give it a couple more chapters. It gets a lot more interesting. You're technically still like in the beginning of the book.
Yes, but not so much because I think I am on 20% of the book, so it's at least a fixed work.
And me, I actually found a new. Okay, so like I don't physically go to church. Not because of any reason other than my daughter is still kind of small and she can't really sit still quietly for too long. So lately I've been watching church at home, like on TV, like on Sunday. Like instead of driving to church, I just put it on the TV. I sit down with my family, with my wife, and I watch it. So lately I found a new pastor, a new person. His name is Michael Todd from Transformation Church, and I've been listening to him, reading one of his books, and I like him a lot. He's like a young guy. He preaches the word of God, and I like it. Just somebody new that I've learned about, that I've been listening to lately, that has a really good message. So on Sundays I just watch it on TV, so my living room becomes the church.
Really? Do you like to listen to church?
Yeah, I love it.
Do you know what? Today I went to eat, to have lunch in a restaurant because if I told you, did I told you that the person who worked in my apartment renunció? How do we say renunció?
The person who was working in your apartment quit, resigned.
She quit, and she told me that she have a friend. She can do her work. She recommended other person. So because I didn't have time, I told her, okay, come tell her to come here, to come here and to start to work. The person who is working now don't know do anything. Don't know how to cook. Don't know how to clean. And she don't know how to management the machine water. She don't know almost and I don't want to be a person racist neither of that, but she don't know how to read. So it's really difficult to work with her because, for example, yesterday I told her, hey, you have to go to the market and to buy this thing because I want to eat this thing. So she told me, hey, yeah, you have to tell me a voice recorder because I don't know how to read. So it's okay for me. It's okay. I can do it because I have to help. I need to help her. But the other thing that today, when I went to my office, to my apartment to eat, to have lunch, she she made something really bad. I couldn't eat that. So what I did was to go to a restaurant and do something because in front of my house there are a lot of restaurants because I live in a commercial area, so I have many restaurants near to me. So when I was returning to my apartment because I went out to eat, to have lunch, I I passed with a person who leave many books, a library. So I bought a book. The book called The Power of Subconscious. I mean, the power of your subconscious, right? The author is Morphy. I don't know the exactly name because I have read, sorry, only the first 5 pages, but it's a really interesting book. I like that, so I'm going to start to read this book. But this is a physical book. I am not going to read it in my Kindle, neither in English. So it's a book that I'm going to read in Spanish. So I plan to finish in 1 week. But it's really interesting because when I on a restaurant, on a place dangerous, maybe where I cannot use my Kindle because I can be stolen, I am going to read my physical books. I'm going to start to read. So it looks very interesting. So now on that book, he speak about religion because he have studied many religions, especially Oriental religion. So now that you tell me that about your church, so it comes to my mind about this book that he speak about the the religion and how they enter in your mind, especially in your subconscious. So I don't know if it's a way about your subconscious or it's a way about God, because many things happen, but he tried to explain that it's not God, but it's the subconscious that enter in a different kind of energy, that universal energy or something like that. So you can connect with that energy, but it is not especially a person, but an energy, but this kind of thing. So it's kind of crazy, right? But now when I enter deep more on that book, I'm going to start to to I want to start to find more information.
Yeah. Sounds like an interesting book. Are you able to read 2 books at one time, or do you read one and finish and then the next one?
No, I prefer to read 3 books at a time because I have
Three?
three, yes. Because when I tired of one book, I started with another, and on parallel. It's a really good idea. No, yes, it's really a good idea. For example, when I started to read Will books, a good book, I like that. But with that book, I was reading another book that was called 0 to 1, right? You remember that I told you? Okay. So I'm going to read 2 books, that is Will books, and the other is this new book that I have both, that is in Spanish, and the other is in English. And the third book is articles, short articles about Harvard Business Review. Harvard Business Review case show you some articles about a specific problem in a specific company or specific entities that show you how a person resolves this kind of problem and make you an idea to, if you have the same problem on your company, you can resolve the same way. For example, now actually I am reading an article about a hospital in Ohio that is a really known hospital. It's called Mitchell Hospital. I don't remember very well. Oh, just give me a second, please. Ángela, ¿estás afuera? Just give me a second.
Well,
I'm going to open the door and I'm going to return, okay?
yes. Well, you are now listening to the TUNG podcast. We're taking a short intermission while Eduardo goes and opens the door for somebody. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day out there. I am your host, Ramon G, with my co-host, Eduardo Castillo, and we are here to bring you English experience and learning. Learn English through conversations that we have through Zoom, conversations with people from around the world. Tap in with us on Anchor, Spotify, and check us out, man. We're dropping episodes every week, and we're going to try our best actually to start putting them up on YouTube as well. So check that out. All right. Now back to our show.
Okay, my friend, I have returned. So I was telling about to read 3 different things in parallel, right?
Yes.
So the third book, the third article that I'm reading in Harvard Business Review is a case about an institute, a hospital where they have a problem. They need to hire again or sign a contract for the new year from a doctor. The doctor is on charge of 3 other areas. So this area report him about their work, and they need to speak or to try to work together because they have some surveys or the surveys or some case with patient that implies that the patient consult to three areas, right? So these 3 areas have to work together in order to save the patient, okay, or to make the operation. But the problem with this doctor is, for example, that he don't know how to work on team. I mean, many people regret or don't want to work with him because the way how they train them, or the way how they work. So the hospital hired a coach to make the evaluation and to help this person, because if this person do not have a better result, they are not going to sign the other contract for the next year. It implies of more money, so they prefer to pay a company to make charge of this person and help this person in order to fix the problem, because you know that one patient or 2 patients die is money for them. You know?
Absolutely.
So it's really interesting because now that I own my company, I have many problems with my team, so I need to find some clues to know how to resolve this, because I don't want to fire. Or that's why I don't want to fire him. That's why I need to need knowledge about how to treat this kind of problem. So it's really interesting. So I mix there a short article so they can be very entertaining, very helpful.
And do you think it's something that you would take matters into your own hands with, or do you think you might have to hire someone else for the job?
No. Of course, I don't have the money enough to hire someone, and I don't want to spend too much money because my company do not have a huge expense on paying people. So it's better to resolve me, because I am not in the possibility to fire someone because the other person want to charge 3 times the quantity that I pay my employees. So it's no rent.
Yeah, if you have to fire someone, you can probably ask your mom to come in and do it for you. Have Senora Castillo come in like, yeah, bye. You gotta go. Sorry, you're out of here. No problem.
No. I hope don't need to arrive.
Just kidding.
Okay, my friend. Tell me, what about you? Are you listening a new book?
I'm sorry?
Are you listening a new book on your audiobook application?
Well, okay. The same pastor, Michael Todd, I was listening to his book. And then, okay, I saw him on TikTok first. Then I looked up his name. Then he has a book on Audible. That's where I listen to my books. Usually, I like to listen to the books because I'm able to multitask, exercise while I'm listening, and I like to do that. But Michael Todd also has every Sunday like a little YouTube church, like you go on YouTube and you watch it for like 2 hours. So I'm in between reading a book called Crazy Faith. It's about having faith and all the different kinds of faith that there is. And then I'm also watching the YouTube segment of his church where they're talking about money and something between money and God and I mean, to be honest, I just started, so I haven't seen nothing. I only saw like the introduction, but I mean, I guess right now that's kind of where I'm trying to feed myself a little bit, feed my soul a little bit. As I'm getting older, I just want to grow more knowledgeable in that department of spirituality a little bit. I feel like I need it. Something that means a lot to me. And yeah, right now that's kind of where I'm at. Michael Todd. I'm reading the book Crazy Faith and watching the segment Mo Money, Mo Problems on YouTube, Transformation Church.
It's really interesting because you told me something really true, that it's about when you get older, you need something else, right? To feel, to feel your spirituality, to find a purpose in a way, right?
Of course.
Well, sometimes we live so busy in life, doing many things that you don't have time to think, in other things that matters, right? As your family, your friends, if you're happy or not. For example, today I was on my bed trying after lunch, and I tried to have a nap a little because I was a little tired. So I was thinking about why I don't have a nap, because I need to relax sometimes. So I am working all day, so I need to rest, because why I work so hard if I am not going to enjoy it? I mean, so I can have a nap and I can recover the time at the night, right? Recover the time that I need to work. So I was thinking about that, so I decided to stay in my apartment. So I would say, okay, I'm going to return to my office 1 hour later. I don't care. I started to this.
Well, something kind of in relation to that, I've been meeting with my life coach in the mornings. Maybe I can recommend him to you. He's actually very good. And to be honest, I like the life coach because, look, every day I have different meetings with different people. I have my job, I have my wife, I have my daughter, I have the world knocking on my door. So when I sit down with my life coach for 30 minutes, for those 30 minutes, I start to come back to the railroad track. I start to come back to the ground. I start to come back, and my life coach holds me accountable. Hey, did you do this? Hey, so what's up with that? Hey, so so that way, when when the museum becomes too much fun and my English lessons become too many and I get lost in the sauce, my life coach will bring me back to the ground. Hey, remember, we still have to do this. We still have to work on that. And I used to have him once a week for an hour, but I kind of broke it down where it's like I'm trying to see him for 30 minutes every other day and kind of squeeze him into my routine just so I could hold myself accountable for my goals, and so far it's been working pretty good.
So in a way, it's in a way you need him to remember you. What are you doing?
He reminds me. He holds me accountable. I can sit down and organize. The other day, I was upset. I had to vent. I had to kind of let out some emotion. He listened to me. It's like a therapy at the same time. I think everybody needs therapy, needs to let it out.
I consider our meeting like that as a therapy.
Okay. You know what? let's be fair. Sometimes I do too. I like it. I like talking to you.
Yes,
It's
really, because it's a way that I can reflect. For example, when have not speak with you, have not spoke with you about many days, I can tell you all of what I did. So you tell me, hey, that's not good, it's not good, so I recommend you. I do that, I feel like this. So it's a way that I can learn you about you. That's a good idea.
no, absolutely, man. And I feel the same way a little bit about everybody. I think everybody in your life that you talk to and you spend time talking to them, it's good for you. It is like a therapy. Now, the life coach is, mind you, it's at that time, you know what's funny? I still ask the life coach, hey man, so what's up with you? You know? And he's like, oh, I don't want to talk about me because it's your time. And I'm like, it's okay, because sometimes even listening to other people's stories helps me
Helps you a lot.
and is good for
Yes.
me.
It's like you don't
But
feel so isolated, right? Or in isolation.
exactly. But but at the same time, bro, like we all got a lot of things to do. Like whenever me and you have a conversation, it's like playing tennis, I hit the ball to you, you hit the ball back. And that is why I kind of wanted to make a podcast around it, because I thought that the conversation was so genuine and was so organic, and it just kind of happens, you know. We try our best to make it happen every morning or every evening, and I'm like, you know what? This is a conversation that I think with time can grow. People can grow appreciation for it, because that is the kind of conversation people need to have. I encourage everyone to either find a friend or a life coach or just some kind of support buddy system, somebody who's going to sit there and give you a little time, right? A little time for you
It's
to get it
necessary.
off your chest.
It's
You know what I'm
necessary.
saying? And somebody that you can have a healthy conversation with. But like I said, a conversation is like it goes it requires two people to have a conversation.
Yes, yes, I totally agree. Sometimes when I heard some person that told me, "Hey, I am not a friend. I don't go outside of my house. I don't want to chill with my friends." I say, "Oh, you have a problem because you need for people. You need your friends. You need your family. You need someone to listen you. It's necessary. You cannot reject the other person because it's demonstrated in many ways for many persons that people need human relationships and to find someone that can listen you or to find someone that maybe you can heal or you need this affection. It's really necessary for our relationship for our mental health. So I think that's this. What do you think?
No, the problem is sometimes
Well, you have your
people
family.
have the no, of course, yeah, I have my family.
The other thing that I have read in the last article was, and in Will's books that I liked, it's something that made me reflect about my life because on that book it tells tell me the five persons who you spend more time, and I will tell you who are you. And that is something that it's allowed that I have heard many for many other successful people, and that's really true because when you are with a person that maybe do not have what to speak, but you speak about stupid things, you center or you're focused on that. For example, if I speak with a person from I don't know, is it's an example, a person who I know in my gym, or in a bar or something like that. So you speak about a stupid thing, right? So you focus on the stupid thing. But if you speak with a person who have something else to show you, you can learn about it and grow, right? In a way. So that's really important to find person to go the same direction with you, to help you to to go in this direction. So I like it. I like this phrase. So that's why I try to not spend time with in activities or with person that's not going to make me grow.
Yeah, how does that saying go? Birds of a feather, birds of a feather flock together. Birds of the
Yes,
same feather flock together. Something like that.
yes, 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 yes. Yes, that's right. That's totally right.
All
Yes.
right, man. But I think that's pretty much what we got for today for episode number number 3 of the Tongue podcast with Eduardo Del Castillo, Ramon G. Thank you guys for listening. Eduardo, any final words?
I'm really thank you for your time. It's always a good moment to speak with you.
Absolutely. All right, you guys, remember tune in on Anchor for everybody with Spotify as well. And actually, after we're done recording, I'm gonna tell you something, a little surprise as well, having to do with the podcast. So I'll catch you guys later on the next episode. Adios.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.